How you doing, guys? Baldy here with another video about trading. This part of trading, including last week and this week, we are kind of we actually didn't we were kind of inactive, didn't take any trades because of the market volatility and indecisiveness, in my opinion. But at the beginning of this week, we have seen a gorgeous pattern, like uh here that we see that price has opened already here, climbed up almost, just 300 pips shy of, breaking the all-time high here. Not all-time high, the recent high that it has created last week. But somehow it decided that this price is kind of filled and we do not need to touch it again. And it just fell down, and holy shit, look at this movement. 6,000, yeah, almost, yeah, 5.7 thousand K of pip movement here. What I'm seeing here, based on the scenarios that I have been practicing with the ICT, ICT says, not trying to make a profit out of him or any kind of guru that I have learned from, but ICT says majority of the time at the NVOG or new week's opening gap happens, you notice that price surges to a certain level. It's either higher, either lower, and that is typically a Judas swing for the whole week. It just sets the tonality for the whole week. Now we combine this Judas swing thing with the NVOG here, new week's opening gap, as we are talking about this here. You see that price has pierced through it and even moved way lower than the last week's very last closing candle of the last week, actually. And it has passed through this whole candle, also the NVOG that we have had here. So in majority of the times, ICT says, and happens to be my experience, that market sets a movement, not so sharp always, but it's gold market. It does a lot of volatile action and stuff. Market does a movement like here that we realize that, okay, price might go higher. The majority of the time, us ICT traders don't take any trades on this whole movement from this beginning here and here, because we know it's a Judas swing. It's safer not to take the trade. So what here is about to be panning out, if we ignore these huge shitload of important news that is affecting Euro and USD here. And look at this: unemployment, retail sales, NF, non-farm employment, core retail sales. What the fuck, dude? Flash services, whatever. You got everything that actually fucks the whole market and the world up. And in this upcoming Tuesday and Thursday, these 2 days are, in my opinion, enough to set the whole movement for the whole month and next month also. Because these motherfuckers are just goddamn big ass powerful, Okay? So all I see is that price moves higher here, tries to make a Judas swing, then and only then decides to break down and fill some unfulfilled gaps, as always it does. Look at this. Price started here, did a Judas swing here, got back down inside this big ass equilibrium, right? And guess what? Midweek, this motherfucking price movement turned from bearish to bullish. So ICT says When you see that price is surging way higher or moving in any direction, and you notice any sort of Judah swing, if this movement to upwards was downwards, for example, the candle went down and we got up, we could notice a run on external liquidity for a little bit. But you see this, we get the Judah swing movement, we pass through the envoy, so we realize that we are, in my opinion, we are way hungrier than what we're experiencing and expecting. However, last week's pricing got us feel this whole movement here, but we got a juicy ass, kind of order block here that this candle alone broke this whole channel's, tops actually. You get the sell side here, but sorry, buy side here. It just broke off it. And it not only didn't get back down, it made and set the tone for higher price climb rate. So, as we see the Judah swing, the price, in my opinion, we can anticipate that this price would fall around this area, and then we enter into a bullish state of market. Okay, anything can be happening. Okay. I'm not the prophet here, but all I see based on experience is that either we go inside this sideways channel like situation here, or we majored with a higher chance, we have this chance of movement towards to a key location, pass through this low here, for example. Yeah, let me set that low here and the order block here. Okay, and I seriously like to, set this dude to bearish order block, bullish order block, sorry, and set the color to, some color like this, and put it for hour. Just to know what we are dealing with, and I'd like to go lower on lower time frame. In my opinion, we can pierce through this motherfucker right here. And look at this. Look at this gorgeous order block here, or this line here. I guess that is the top of the previous last week's equilibrium that this whole movement broke through. So we can anticipate a price reaction, but holy fuck. I mean, whenever I see price points like this, I hold my anticipation open for future interactions with this price point. Look at this. All this happened, just let's ignore the price action to here, from here to here. Just let's not consider this as a significant movement or whatsoever. Just I want you to notice this top of this candle right here. It's a wick, right? It's a shadow. But as we continue towards here, look at this candle's closed wick where it happened to be closing exactly at the same price level of the candle here, the swing high that made and set the whole fucking tone here for the movement actually. And yeah, if we, out of sheer curiosity, wow, just fucking wow, whoa, we don't need this, so we don't need this, not gonna be here anymore. So we have the Judah swing for the whole week being formed here. And the manipulation is at hand actually. This is one of those ICT AMD or accumulation manipulation distribution for Fander, what does this say? For topics of price manipulation has been happening, and it's in his very first mentorship, first video of 2016 mentorship that talks about this equilibrium that is happening. Actually, it's all about order blocks reacting some sort of price movement or reacting to an order block. Look at this equilibrium here that we are having, right? I'm gonna remove it. God damn it. Okay. Sunday's right here. Okay, so let me remove some of these lipsticks here so we get a little bit cleaner, you know. You see, the Judah sewing concept ain't working here actually. It's a lot of mitigation blocks and high resistance upside and low resistance downside. It's all happening inside a 2-week based on time channel of price action here. And finally, this movement here broke out of this situation here. So what I'm expecting to see, I'm expecting to see that this whole leg, no matter how reactive it is, will somehow shows a good juicy smooch on the cheeks in this, you know, area of movement, area of price, imbalance price. Then and only then we can anticipate climbing even higher prices than rather than this actually. But that's all is assumption of what I'm expecting to see, and that does not set the tone for me to open a short. I might go long here actually. So I go to 15 minutes here. Wow, look at this accumulation. We have a retracement inside a liquidity void or somehow to feel some prices, in my opinion. Then we might be falling. Even that liquidity void can be delusional, or it can be completely delulu here. But in 15-minute time frame, since the last week's price action, yeah, we can anticipate price to fall around here again, or even here. Look at you see this rectangle? Yeah. Let's see what happens. So all I'm saying is that this Judah swing that has happened here is sort of has set the tone for a bullish week actually. Bullish or a what we call it, consolidation kind of week actually. So if we go to 1 hour, this is suitable for this. So we set the interval to current and below, and let's hit save. Okay. I want to see a price fall, but holy shit, look at these news. These are just too fucking big for me actually. So I have no guts to trade through this, and majority of the time, as we are seeing here, market has made its movement, especially in beginning of the week. And yeah, it's a classic, you know, consolidation distribution, in gorgeous classic distribution in Asian hours, then a big juicy consolidation in London, and as we can see, a distribution, a gorgeous distribution to the specified, already specified price level in New York time. And we can expect that we can have our next accumulation in what we call it, Asian session, and our major movements would happen in that specific correlating time between the London session and New York time, or it can begin from London session to almost very end of New York session, actually, because of the news that we're having tomorrow plus Thursday all as well. So I'd prefer to sit back and just watch at this time, and I might be opening the trade. I'm not here to only watch, but based on what I'm seeing here, for example, if I happen to open up a trade around here, this could go upwards actually. Then that's not what I wanna, you know, to include myself inside. Especially that this price is kind of indecisive depending on this swing height and this swing low. Based on what we're seeing, our eyes, especially mine, is just pretending to love to see that this price is going to move higher. Yeah, who hates this, huh? 1,000 movement of pips of movement. And yeah, this is a tricky situation. We got new lows here, but we did not access. Look at this. Like, how? How is this happening, huh? As we can see, this price is kind of double-edged sword, especially when you open a trade. Yeah, it can climb higher, but in my opinion, dollar is making higher highs. Not at this current moment actually, but yeah, look at this. It's climbing again. I mean, let's go to daily. See what happens here. Yeah, we are at a gorgeous new. Is this this is the week? Okay, okay. I expect to see a reaction towards around these levels. Actually, that's a lot of movement, you know. But hey, that's daily, and we can anticipate the movements here. We created two equal lows here, and we have 6 more hours, 7 hours to close this candle here, and let's see what's happening. Yeah, what I'm seeing here is sort of confirming that price is gold's price is going to be higher this week. Actually, we ought to have a turbulence in price movement in overall pricing of the commodities and this currency here. But yeah, we can have it. Yeah, we can have higher prices in gold, especially. So I'm going to sell here for a little bit. Around 1%. So let's register this browse. It's a sell 42.93. 93 point what? 0.64. Stop loss is around 4306.36. And TP is around 4881, 4281.15 it was, right? Yeah. And that's one lot of movement. It's open and yeah. Okay, registered the screenshot as well, but let's see how this dude is panning out actually. So let's get back to XAUSD, and our target point is around 4281. Yes, around here. $42.56. What if we just set this bro for the success that we are planning? I'm just trying to. Yeah, let's go on 1 hour, and this price point is on 1 hour 42.49. Oh yeah, we are targeting here. That's a lot of movement actually. That is a lot. Okay, I'm expecting the price to be down around here. I guess we specified it here, 42.81. Yeah. 42.81.15. But I can expect that this price would go would be extremely cruel on me, especially this much of movement. That's 4,000 pips of movement actually. Holy shit. So there's movement that it's around 3k, 4k. Yeah, I can expect that movement, but the power in price surging has decreased actually. And yeah, look at this. If this price moves towards the direction that I'm talking about, this will be my first TP, not my only TP. But see how this motherfucker is moving. We have created a specific price point here, and we can expect that this surpasses all the odds here. 1272. Yeah. Yeah, we could. We actually could. My instinct were saying the same, but hey, we're here just to take the fucking trade actually. And in my opinion, I saw the opportunity and we took it. We can't expect that this price falls, but hey. Basically, what I always get in my trading journey as lessons is that I always tend to open up trades when I am in higher time frames, not like only daily and for hours, but I recall higher time frame based on the style of trading that I am acquiring for myself to be around starts from the 30 minutes time frame to higher, whatever higher time frame we have. And point of what I'm saying is that I tend to not to, check in lower time frame to where the price is that swing alone can give me the, well, week worth of profits actually like this. And I tend to ignore the power of lower time frame in the reversal or consolidation parts, noticing and realizing and tracing those reversals or consolidation or any other form of the market actually. And that's what makes my trades go into the C tier kind of my listing, trading listing actually. Majority of the time I open trades like this and I just blame myself and I just feel stuck and I feel like I am kind of seriously stagnant in trading. Why? Because I put seriously go by here that I had it in mind actually, because we had a swing point, we reached a new low, broke some market structures, and price touched it in higher time frame, and retracing and reversing either of those is a natural market act actually. However, this price might fall back down towards my direction. But I'm just saying that, okay, if this was real money, I was around 100 million 2 months of profit, so I could close it right now. That would be juicy, that would be gorgeous. If this was my prop firm, yeah, I could have been closing even half the movement that I had here. For example, I could close around here. It's around how much? It could be around 500 or what we call, or 60, yeah, 650. Yeah, why not? Let's see if we have a reversal or a retest again to this direction. As you can notice, yeah, we're about to touch the stop loss. Come on, girl. Yeah. We got hit. We got hit and we got pretty hit. Oh, sorry. Not the codes, goddammit. Not the codes, bro. I always mistake this one. Yeah. 1272 with one lots of movement. Now we can anticipate the price to move down a little bit. It could be actually. But this whole candle could just reverse and keep going down. And well, that is what trading is actually, especially for a person who, like me, knows the flaws, but is lagging behind precision and providing the true functionality. What I mean by that is that I could start here going long instead of short, based on the price action that I was seeing here, and this price sat here, got back up, and the majority of the time I'm imagining the opposite direction of the trend that we are trading, to be honest. So what I'm saying is that I could go long, and the sell that I wanted to take was actually the buy that I wanted to have, the long position that I had in mind. But I wanted to make money off of the downward movement. But what we did here was losing money to the upward movement that we had. So I'm not gonna trade more than this today. Tomorrow I might go trading tomorrow, might be able to trade tomorrow, but I'm totally fine. I'm not mad, I'm not sad. I'm a good position, mental position, and I wish you a lot of luck and wish to see you for the next trade that I'm taking. Have a profitable week.